You guys can do whatever you want with that money. Hey guys, I'm Nate. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over a very unconventional way that you can use to afford your Hellcat monthly payment. So for this, I'm going to assume you lease your Hellcat, and I'm going to assume that a Hellcat lease is, let's say, $800 on the high side. And let's see what you could do to offset that lease payment. So recently I decided to dip my toes into crypto mining. And so I'm going to kind of go over what exactly I did, how I got that set up, and what I'm actually seeing in terms of the tangible returns on that. So crypto mining, basically what it is you set up a machine, you set up a graphics card, you could buy ASIC miners, there's a bunch of different ways to do this, and you just leave it there. And it basically performs a calculation that helps verify transactions on the blockchain, and in reward for doing these calculations, you get a portion of a crypto. Typically, you're going to join a pool. So a pool has better chances of getting a block and doing this calculation. And if you try to go it on your own, you're probably not going to get anywhere. So join a pool. You know, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I finally said, you know what, let me try it. It's really hard to find graphics cards these days, standalone. You can check in Best Buy and maybe you get lucky. But what I ended up doing was I tried that, didn't really work out. So Alienware or Dell were having a deal on their Alienware brand of computers. Those are somewhat legit. I know they have kind of mixed reviews online, whether they're great or not, but I said, you know what, let's try it. I have a couple of friends that have Alienwares, they've been pretty happy with it. So I said, yeah, you know, let me take the plunge. I'll buy one of these. Bought an Alienware computer, cost about $2 grand, and it has an NVIDIA RTX 3080 in it. So that's pretty much why I bought that computer. So I spec'd it out with minimum processor, RAM, disk, all of that stuff, because you don't really care about that. You just care about that glorious graphics card that comes in it. Based on the estimates I did, and you can check out nicehash.com for a profitability calculator, just to give you a rough idea. There's also another website, whattomine.org, I think, that has a similar calculator. You go on those websites, put in the graphics card you're thinking of purchasing, and it'll give you an idea of, okay, what is the most profitable mining algorithm, what's the most profitable crypto that you should use on this, and how much you can expect to get per day. So in my case, it ended up being Ethereum. Electricity down here in Florida is relatively cheap. I also have the solar system on the roof, so that helps. But it's like 11 cents here. I'm pretty sure if you're in California, it's gonna be a problem, but here, Florida, not too bad. And these websites will also do that calculation for you. So based on all that, the expected payout was somewhere around like $200. And this was when Ethereum was trading lower, I think in the 2,000 or 3,000 range. And so I said, all right, that's fine. You know, let's buy it, $200 a month. Bought the computer for $2,000. It'll pay for itself in 10 months. Plus that computer will still be worth something. In fact, the graphics card itself is worth almost as much as I paid for the computer still. So that's great. So what has been my experience? So I've been mining now for maybe just over a month, and it's already just over $300 I've earned from this thing. So now how do you parlay this into a Hellcat payment? Well, pretty easy to tell, right? So I basically just have this machine running in a room 24 hours a day. It's just kind of doing its thing. But look, say I'm earning $200 a month on this machine, and let's say my Hellcat payment is $800 a month. Well, if I had 4 machines, I'd be earning $800 a month, right? So what is that 8 machines? Well, that's 2,000 times 4. Worst case situation, if you can buy graphics cards at retail price, it'll be even less than that. So let's say $8,000 in the worst case. $8,000 buys you 4 of these Alienware machines, and you start mining Ethereum. Your payout $800 a month, let's say, there's your payment, right? So basically for a down payment of $8,000, your lease payment is covered. So you guys can do whatever you want with that money. I mean, you don't have to pay for a Hellcat, you can do it for whatever, but I just wanted to illustrate, you know, what's possible here. Now, keep in mind, one thing you guys need to be aware of is Ethereum will move to a proof of stake model at some point. They've been saying this for like a year or two at this point, but now they're saying, okay, by next summer it'll move. And when that does happen, you won't be able to mine Ethereum anymore. Your mining rig will be obsolete for Ethereum, but there's always another coin to mine. So there's another one, Raven coin, which is slightly less profitable than Ethereum, but that'll pretty much be where everyone goes to after Ethereum stops being mineable. So it's something you got to think about. Yeah, there's a risk. Worst case, what happens? All right, well, let's say you can recoup your money in 10 months. Well, you got 4 Alienware machines that are paid off. You could sell those probably for close to what you bought them for if graphics card prices stay about where they are, and you didn't really lose anything. If mining is still a thing, well, you can continue mining and keep making those Hellcat payments. I'll give you guys an update on this as the year progresses and the thing mines it. If you guys are interested, you know, just let me know and I could do a follow-up. If you guys have any questions, probably the biggest thing you'll have to keep in mind if you do go this route is these graphics cards are not great for mining straight out of the box. You're gonna have to do some modifications, but there's plenty of YouTube videos that show you how to do these modifications so that they stay cool enough that they don't throttle themselves. So make sure you check that out. That was pretty much only the most complicated thing I had to do. Everything else was almost plug and play. All right, guys, check out these next videos and I'll see you there. Thanks, bye.